Coming up on the first pitch, on the hill here today, Walker Buehler. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
Did he go?
Well, he's been a real quality starter for his club. And coming into this one, what stands out for me is that right-handed hitters have really struggled batting below 200 on the year. It seems they have a hard time picking up his release point and tracking the ball into the zone. So we'll see how right-handers do against him in this one. I got to think that was the plan all the way. He set him up with the high fastball and then bury that curveball down low to get him swinging. Now, especially with how effective pitchers work up in the zone these days, that's a devastating combination.
And now it's Julio Rodriguez. Fought off foul. One out, base is empty. On a line, base hit.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Man at first with one gone. Cal Raleigh up next for the Mariners. That one's in there. 1-2. Man at first, one away. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Good late cut for the strikeout there. That thing really got in on him. And, you know, the cutter isn't really a huge swing and miss pitch most of the time because it's not really meant to move a whole lot. You're just trying to miss the big part of the barrel and maybe get some weak contact. But that one right there did a whole lot more than that. That was a really good pitch.
Now it's Randy Arozarena. Rodriguez, the runner at first with two gone. Swing and a miss, and he got him. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. One hit, one left. And now the Red Sox get their turn. No score. Back now at Fenway. On the hill here today, Emerson Hancock.
Yeah, he's definitely had a struggle so far this year, as evidenced by that inflated whip. But he's going to have to find a way to limit the base runners, put his team in a position to win a ball game. So we know he's prepared. We know this guy's a competitor, and we'll watch how he works in this one.
We go to the bottom of the first, and here is Jarren Duran. And he lays down a bunt. Grabs it barehanded. Throw to first, but he beats it out. And the leadoff man is on with an infield single.
You knew it was going to be a close play the entire time, and that's exactly how it played out. Solid attempt by the third baseman, but it was always going to be tough with such a speedy runner going down the line.
Now it's Devers at the plate. And a big swing and a miss.
1-2.
Righty delivers. Swings and misses. Struck him out.
Well, when you commit to throwing an inside fastball to your glove side across the strike zone, especially with 2 strikes, if you're going to miss, you want to miss off the plate in. You do not want to leave it out over the heart of the plate. So that was excellent execution on that pitch. Really tied him up, and he couldn't get a piece at all.
And now it's Alex Bregman. Rudder takes off. On the ground to third, Williamson. Throws across the diamond. And they get Bregman for the out.
Batting forward, right
Here's a check of the Red Sox lineup, put together by manager Alex Cora. A really frustrating showing for them in their last game. Lots of traffic on the bases, but they left a ton of runners on base. Couldn't cash in their chances, Chris.
They had plenty of chances. There's nobody to blame it on but themselves offensively. They just did a poor job converting in those situations. You have to figure out what's your plan going to be. Maybe watch some tape from the last game. Make the adjustments. So if you get those opportunities in this one, you've got a much better.
Runner takes off for third. Cut on and miss. And the throw's offline. Safe at third. That one to first. Solano. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. One left for the Red Sox. Scoreless after one. And we're back here at Fenway Park, top of the second. And here's the catcher, Mitch Garver. And a 3-1 on the way.
Count is full.
And a foul ball. He stays alive. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Well, just excellent location on that inside fastball. Really locked him up. And as a hitter, it's not typically what you're looking for. You're trying to protect away and then in, so you can be a little bit tardy with 2 strikes. Hard to tell if he was fooled or if he thought it would be called a ball, but either way, that's a really nice pitch.
batting 7.
One down. Ben Williamson up next for the Mariners. High fly ball down the left field line. And out of here. He deposits that one into the monster seats. His second of the year, and now they're out in front. It's 2-0.
That's a fun way to take the lead. Just hit one out of the park. Well, not every home run is a majestic blast off the bat, and even though he hit it pretty well, it was anything but a sure thing to get out. But today, the conditions were right. He got just enough of it, and I think the backspin really helped that thing carry.
And stepping in for the Mariners, Leo Rivas.
That's the ball.
That's off the mark, and a count 2-1. And a bunt towards third. He's safe. On with a bunt single. Well, Singy, that was really nice looking. Able to get it down and in a good spot.
And he makes it look easy. Bat angle was perfect. Barrel stayed above the hands. Could almost walk to first.
One gone, runner at first. J.P. Crawford gets a chance to hit. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Right fielder Dylan Moore.
Here's Dylan Moore.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion and he's in full speed.
2 on, 1 out.
Ball.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2. Get out of this. Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
And that's in for a strike. The Red Sox with some bullpen action. Justin Slayton preparing to come on if needed. Crochet, a left-hander, also throwing. Rivas at second. Crawford at first. One gone. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. 2-2. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single. It's 3-zip.
Picks himself up an RBI. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
And now Alex Cora is out of the dugout, and he will make a move for the bullpen. Walker Buehler will depart. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute.
Now pitching.
So out of the pen comes the right-hander, Garrett Whitlock.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
2 on, 1 out. Julio Rodriguez up next for the Mariners. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
1-2 now. Stays alive. Here's a 1-2. That's inside.
2-2.
Runners at first and second with 1 gone. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. That's down and in.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Rips one to right. Abreu makes the grab, and there's 2 down.
Up next towards the island, the designated hitter, Cal Raleigh.
Cal Raleigh up next for the Mariners. He is very much your typical power hitter. I'd say he falls into the 3 true outcomes category.
Well, we've seen more and more of that lately. The ability to drive the ball to slog is getting heavily favored over any discipline or strikeout concerns.
Randy Arozarena up next for the Mariners. And now it's filled up.
Full count.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. 3 runs for him here, and they move ahead. Now to the bottom of the second. It's the Mariners 3 and the Red Sox nothing. Back here at Fenway, Trevor Story comes up to the plate.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Swing and a miss. And that's strike 2.
1
A
ball,
3-0
2 strikes.
lead is great, but you can't get too comfortable. Got to stay aggressive, keep attacking hitters, try to cruise through this ball game.
On the ground to third. That's 1 out, the bottom of the second.
Batting 6, first baseman, Tristan Casas.
Now batting Tristan Casas.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
And that drops in for a strike. Not close with that one. 2-2. Our plate umpire, Earl Hendricks.
Yeah, with Hendricks, Boo, kind of interesting. He's a good, consistent umpire, but you do hear that he kind of favors one side of the plate more than the other. So it's really hard to know for sure, but I think that usually it has to do something with where he sets up prior to each pitch.
Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. Puts it away for the out. 2 down. Fans don't really understand the familiarity and relationship players and coaches have with umpires. I mean, you see them a lot.
Yeah, Boog, they're all out there trying to do their best and perform at a high level. So when you respect that, I think over time you can develop a relationship with them.
And there's a ball. As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all 4 guys, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of small talk the umpire a little bit.
That's great.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Down in order go the Red Sox. They trail in this one 3-0.
Now pitching.
We're back to start the 3rd, and there's a new arm on the mound, Justin Slayton.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
And now it's the cleanup hitter for the Mariners, Randy Arozarena. That one fouled off. 2-2. And that skips into dirt. Waves at the bender for the strikeout.
That's a pretty nasty pitch right there. I'd call it a power curveball in the 80s. It's got so much spin on it, and you really don't have a lot of time to sit back and watch what it's going to do before you have to commit. It was a good one for the swinging strikeout.
Swings and misses, went with the sweeper. If you're looking for a strike thrower, this is your guy. Doesn't matter what era of baseball you're talking about. You want someone that's going to throw strikes, and he's your man. 2-2 now. And that's in the dirt. So, Chris, does the offense dial up the aggressiveness against him? What is the approach exactly?
Well, there is confidence that, hey, I'm going to get a pitch to hit during the at-bat. There's some guys where you're thinking, maybe I get 1 pitch to hit. It's something that I have a chance to turn around. With this guy, you're going to get 2, maybe 3. It's just a matter of, can you capitalize?
2 outs, base is empty. Here's Donovan Solano. 2 outs, base is empty. On the ground, right side. On to first. That's out number 3. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. We head down to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Mariners 3 and the Red Sox nothing. Back inside Fenway Park, bottom of the inning. And now here is Blake Sabol. The 1-1 is fouled off. Inside.
2-2.
And the count is 2-2. Action in the bullpen for Seattle. Gabe Spire, the lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. Legumina, the right-hander, also getting loose. Swing and a miss. Had him out front for the strikeout.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
So up next, Cedar Rafaela. Check swing, and he went. And the count now even up. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. Back-to-back strikeouts to start the frame, and that's now 3 in a row.
Yeah, he's really settling in and getting a feel for his pitches, throwing them where he wants to right now. So we'll see how long he can keep this streak going.
That hits the dirt. 2-1. That clips the corner. To the right side, Solano takes it himself. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Nothing doing for Boston. Still down 3-0. And we're back. Now the third baseman, Ben Williamson.
He's hitting for that pop. Came out of the gates really strong.
That's outside.
That's
and it's 2-1. Right through there for a strike. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. Abreu hauls it in, and there's one away.
Up next for Seattle, second baseman Leo Rivas.
Leo Rivas up next for the Mariners. And that's way high. 2-1. Slayton.
2-1.
He's one of those guys who uses the cut fastball as his primary offering, and when it's on, it can induce a lot of weak contact. Just misses the mark outside the zone.
And the late movement on the cutter is really what makes it so effective, because as a hitter, you make a decision whether you're going to swing or take a pitch before it actually gets into the zone. So that late movement causes it to miss the barrel of the bat, sometimes miss the bat entirely.
Outside, and that is ball 4.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
So digging in, J.P. Crawford. Rivas over at first with 1 away. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Strike in there. And that's a stolen base. Not even close. Just missed. Yeah, they talk about cutters as being lane changers because it's more of that side-to-side movement and very little of the downward tilt. Backed off the plate that time. Man at second. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Caught him looking for the K.
Well, you got to be ready to swing the bat with a runner in scoring position and 2 strikes. Just put the ball in place somewhere, and you got a chance. Very frustrating for him, I'm sure. See if the next guy can pick him up.
Runner at second, 2 down. And strike 2.
Sometimes a hitter will go up there and guess, and it's not just pulling something out of the sky, but expecting because of tendencies a certain pitch in a certain location. He just guessed wrong.
And now it's even up.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Got him swinging. 1 left for Seattle, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Back here in Boston, Rafael Devers up to hit. The Red Sox in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. I need a good at bat out of him right here.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball. Expect for that guy to come right at you with a fastball, something in the zone, because he does not want to allow the leadoff walk.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Now it's Alex Bregman. Right side. Dives and it gets by.
Up next for the Red Sox.
Dominant performance for him today, Boog. Just 2 hits allowed so far, no runs across either, and he's had an answer for just about every hitter he's faced. So I don't think this hit is going to knock him off his stride too much.
So a man at first, and next will be the cleanup hitter, Wilyer Abreu. And it is 2-1.
Ball.
To the right side. Slinging it to first in time.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
Here's Story now. That one the other way. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. And the Red Sox leave 1. They trail it here 3-0.
Now pitching.
We're back, and there's a new arm on the mound to start the 5th. Josh Winkowski.
Josh Winkowski.
So digging in, Julio Rodriguez. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. And downstairs.
And I would say that most great defensive outfielders, it's kind of natural. There is some work that you can do to it to improve your game, but ultimately you either have it or you don't. There's one guy that I can think about, Boog, who started as a third baseman, Alex Gordon, and then became an elite perennial Gold Glover out in left field for the Kansas City Royals. But he's a guy, when you watch him play, you would imagine that that's all he ever played in his life was the outfield.
Up next for Seattle, the designated hitter, Cal Raleigh.
Now it's the Mariners DH, Cal Raleigh. There goes the runner. That one lifted to left. Durant makes the grab, 1 away.
Now batting, left fielder, Randy Arozarena.
Next to hit, Randy Arozarena. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Rodriguez stands at first with one out. Runner on the go.
Ball.
This one in the dirt. Blocked by the catcher.
2-2.
And he steals second base without a throw. Runner goes again. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Man at second. And they'll do it again. Winkowski checks the runner. Rodriguez back on a dive. Fights it off. He'll see another. Cut on and missed. Struck him out. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Ground ball up the middle. Tosses to first, and that is that. Mariners lead one, but they lead it 3-0. Back here in Boston, we head to the bottom of the fifth. And here's the first baseman, Tristan Casas. The 1-1. And that skips in the dirt.
You know, these Red Sox just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
Singy, that's a start.
Yeah, as soon as that ball got through, I could see down in the dugout, guys pumping their fists. They know that they got a chance in this ball game.
Now it's the second baseman, Romy Gonzalez.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for two.
Swings and blasts one deep to left center. Arozarena going back. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Man, he hammered that to straightaway center field. It's a deep part of the ballpark. Tell you what, that wind is blowing straight in. Got to be a big man if you're going to go through the wind of that part of the park. It just knocked that ball down.
So stepping in for Boston, Blake Sabol. The 1-1 is fouled off. The 1-2. A little bit low.
That's down. That's a
Good
ball.
spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
In the air, left field, down the line, and a foul ball. In the air to left center. Arozarena after it. He's got it, and there's two away.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
So it's their last chance in this one. And stepping in for Boston, Ceddanne Rafaela. The 1-1 is fouled off. Hancock is just one strike away. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Got him, and that's the ball game.
Sometimes it takes just getting away from home. Players can sort of come together, connect a little bit more than they do when they're at home with their families, and that can breed to success on the field, as we saw in this game today. Excellent win by this team.
A shutout in this one, 3-0 our final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.